Welcome back to the Deep Dig Sports Pod. I'm your host, Drew. My other host, right over there.
What's up? It's D. Good to see you again. Before we dig into anything, though, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. The pod is really growing on YouTube. And be sure to drop some comments below. We really appreciate it.
All right, well, let's talk about a couple of quarterbacks who did win this week. We got Tommy DeVito for the Giants, and we got Will Levis coming back on the Dolphins for the win. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with DeVito.
Yeah, this guy kind of rejuvenated this whole fucking franchise because you're paying Daniel Jones $40 million a year. I didn't like the deal at all. And then coming in, he just doesn't look good. And I thought this team was like one of the worst teams in the league, if not the worst. And DeVito just has them feeling like they can win a Super Bowl. Like they can't, but he has them feeling way better about where they were.
I think he's just fun. Like, you know what I mean? It's just one, he's a fun guy. He's a character. I seen one tweet. It was like every single franchise should have their third string quarterback just be an egregious stereotype of the area. And I love it, dude.
Did you know he lives 12 minutes from the stadium and he lives with his parents still?
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's crazy.
It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. And so I think he's a character. He's fun. His play on the field is fun. And you start to look, and when you squint, it's like, okay, what's Daniel Jones like do? He's athletic. Like, he's not very good quarterback, but he's an athlete. And Tommy DeVito is almost every bit of an athlete as well. He's not like no slouch. He has a little bit of an arm if you think about it. And so when you like, oh, what should we do here? Well, one guy's fucking contract is insane, and the other guy is an undrafted rookie. Obviously, you have to play Daniel Jones when he gets healthy, but you feel pretty good with Tommy DeVito just there as a backup.
Well, Daniel Jones is not coming back till next season. I would trade his ass because
who wants him?
You got to find someone because
no one.
Even if you supplement some of that contract, you kind of break off half of it to someone else. Like, I mean, DeVito's running this offense better than Daniel Jones has, and it's just ridiculous that we're gonna go back to Daniel Jones now. Like, this is gonna be another Mike White situation where they're just gonna go back and forth, and the team's gonna be cheering for Mike White like crazy. Like, it's gonna be cheering for DeVito.
You have to, like, again, you fucked up. You made your bed. You have to stick with Daniel Jones. Like, there's you always have Danny DeVito or Tommy DeVito there. Danny DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. Them together is Danny DeVito.
Waiting in the wings, but you paid this guy a ton of money. It's the same thing that's going on in New Orleans with Derek Carr, where you gave Derek a bunch of money. He doesn't want to sit. You kind of want to sit him because you would rather play Jameis or Taysom, but you're 1 year into his deal. You can't fucking do that. So you got to ride it out. You got to figure out if Dable can really get along with this guy. But look at even Brian Dable. He's turned around. He looks like he's having fun. He doesn't hate his life. He's somewhat on like amicable terms with Wink Martindale, who I guess fucking hates him as well. So
is he the one that made the 9/11 joke or 9/11?
It was the Bills guy.
Oh, okay.
McDermott.
Yeah, that'd be probably good that it wasn't Dable in New York. Well, wait, Buffalo, New York, so
yeah,
tough.
But I mean, they beat a good team in the Packers. Like, we were just like, oh damn, like, is Jordan Love real? Like, is this going somewhere? Do they have their third QB in a row? And it's like, okay, let's pump the brakes on that a little bit.
DeVito straight up saved Dable's job, and you're gonna say next year he's gonna run the risk again with Daniel Jones just to turn back to fucking DeVito halfway through and get fired?
All right. I was hearing one fan theory that Dable doesn't even want to be there anymore, and that if Sean McDermott gets fired, he's gonna try to get over there, back over to the Bills.
Why would the Bills want Dable as their head coach?
Because Dable, Josh Allen was with Dable as his OC.
Oh, when that
was the best he looked. So they could, you know what I mean? Hey, let's get the band back together.
There is going to be a lot of movement this offseason with head coaches and everything.
So I mean, it's not insane to think about. You know what I mean?
What about okay, the Will Levis situation? We'll just start here because we got a lot of flack a couple weeks ago when we were saying when we were comparing Will Levis to Kenny Pickett, and we were not high on Kenny Pickett.
Kenny
Not
Pickett
really,
fucking sucks.
not fans of Kenny Pickett. Saying Will Levis, had a higher ceiling. We liked what he was doing. But you guys threw some, stats at us, whatever, agree to disagree. But looking now, did you know Joe Flacco in his 2 games has one less touchdown than Kenny Pickett on the season? And Will Levis just came back on the Dolphins. So how are we feeling about Will Levis now?
Dude, he is a roller coaster ride to watch. I don't know if you caught a lot of that game because they did this stupid thing where both games were running simultaneous, but he has insane plays where he is like, I'm going to be Cam Newton and I'm going to truck 3 guys. I'm going to flex on them. Then he's going to throw like a bullet and then he's going to throw the weirdest duck and it's like, what? It's all about reining it in for Will Levis. Let's get some consistency. Let's stop your gap from being like totally bad and completely fucking awesome. Let's get it more over here so it's just in that realm. But I mean, you see the potential there with Will Levis. You see what he would be capable of. Now it's just about reining that in, narrowing it down, and creating a diamond out of pressure.
Yeah, I think well, just watching him the eye test, you think like, man, there's something here. Like this guy's explosive, and he doesn't really have weapons on the receiving side.
No.
He has old DeAndre Hopkins, but yeah, he get some weapons around him, kind of give him some more checkdowns and like some easier passes to kind of get in the flow of things and open up that deep pass because this guy could sling it.
And one thing I like about him is like it definitely feels like he thinks this is his team.
Yeah,
Like he is not afraid to be himself, to state his opinion, whether it's, against DeAndre Hopkins or some coaches like, hey, this is what I want to do. Like, this is how I think we should run things. And it's actually really nice to see him just kind of step into a leadership role on this team.
do you think Vrabel stays?
I have no idea. It's going to be, again, I think this offseason is going to be such a coaching carousel. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, if you're Vrabel, this guy just kind of rejuvenated your career because now you restart the clock. Like, okay, now let's rebuild a little bit, and we do like a 4-year plan.
I mean, but like, I'm hearing that college programs are reaching out to him. I think it was Texas A&M had just checked. But if Ohio State, like, if they let go of Ryan Day or Ryan Day chooses to just like step down, you don't think that they would pay him a boatload of money? Like, there's like schools out there. Let's say he wants to go up to New England after Bill ends up leaving. Like, just there's random things that we just don't know are going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Some of the other
Oh,
crazy
but hold on. But both teams that should have won just didn't, dude. The Packers and the Dolphins. Dolphins were doing this for the number 1 seed, and they dropped this game. That's ridiculous. Dolphins are frauds. Right? They're soft. They're frauds.
You guys let us know in the comments, are the Dolphins frauds? Because at times, yeah, I'd agree with you. At times, they have looked like frauds. It's kind of front runner, right? Front runners.
Yeah, I mean, they're just beating up on bad teams.
Cowboys. I mean, a lot of teams are doing that this year. So,
I mean, you can't say that about the Cowboys no more. They had their test. They beat the Eagles.
all right, guys. Well, that's everything for today.
Appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe and drop some comments below. Let us know.
See you guys.
Later.